Hello everyone. Today I'm going to review a book that I've recently finished. Really good book, by the way. House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. Highly recommend. I'm just going to be reviewing it because it's a pretty interesting book. And might be a few spoilers here and there, but not really. I'm trying not that much. So this book, apparently it's supposed to be a postmodernist classic, according to my father. And I really liked one of the details where they especially how much because postmodernism basically is just lots and lots and lots of detail, or at least one of its aspects, especially in the academic sense. It's really good at replicating academic footnotes, as I've seen in other books, specifically of the more textural kind. And I don't know, but I probably somewhat classify this as horror, just a little. I also recommend, if you want to read this, get on a pottery table, for God's sake. The amount of times I had to turn around this book, or turn it upside down, just to understand what I was saying, was ridiculous. Someone even came up to me to understand why I was turning my book around in the middle of the recess. Right, so anyways, on the topic of people coming up to me, or just people in general, if we're being really honest here, one time I went to the school library, and right after I finished this book, I asked if they had a copy of The Master and Margarita by a Russian author. The man asked, "Who told you to read that book?" Since he did not understand how a teenager would want to read a Russian classic like that, especially since it contains many elements of occultism and dark satirical pseudo-political commentary. So, therefore, I showed him the book. Specifically, I usually show this exact page to people. Usually this one. Kind of to demonstrate the absurdity of this book. Notice how many of these pages, look up the detail, notice the text is clearly reverted. I'm actually, since the camera right here is revealing itself in a mirror style, I'm actually able to understand the words in the blue box. So, oh yeah, I forgot to say why I'm wearing this mask. I'm wearing this mask for anonymity purposes. I'm gonna post this in a few discords. Shout out to the book club from hell, by the way. Jack and Levi, my homies. So, yeah. Basically, especially, I think one of the many complaints I have on this book is probably one of the stories. There's two stories going on. One which is the documentation of the Novitzin Record, which is basically a movie or documentary about the Novitzin family investigating an impossible house. And the other one is the schizophrenic ramblings of Johnny Truant, a man who was associated with the man that wrote the review for the Novitzin Record, which is in the front of this book. His letters specifically are in typewriter style. I really despise, I really think it's super annoying the way that he writes. It's just constant hedonism. Especially, my least favorite character in this entire book is Lude. I hate how just absolutely hedonistic he is. And how all, pretty much many of his entries are just him complaining about, how he didn't get to bang some freaking prostitutes. Or how, how he consumed too much drugs one night. It's just, sad. It's not even, pure, it's not even, partying or fun. It's just pure hedonism, amoralism. One might even say. So, as I was trying to say, I especially like the character of I think Reston. Yeah, I really liked Reston for some reason, especially how he took care of the monster. Although on the topic of characters, I really had a hard time differentiating the men in the in like the, especially in like the investigation parts of the 5-minute hallway. One of my main issues is that like I can't really tell if Reston, the brother in Vincent, or the guy in the wheelchair are all the same character, which really annoys me. But then again, I can also have to say, I also have to say good things about this book. Like, for example, I really liked how much of an adventure to read it. For me, books and video games are trophies, which is why I prefer to buy them, and especially in physical form. And I really feel proud of myself after reading this book. I dedicated most of my recesses to it. Really like the detail of coloring house blue, and the other detail of other stuff. I highly doubt, like, probably Mark Z. Danielewski has already written other books on this topic. Not on the topic, but like in a similar manner. But yes, I really want to know more about like this entire story. I just didn't really end on the topic of Johnny Truant again. I just didn't really understand his parts. You know, didn't understand his ending. Was it like, did he like just pick himself up? Did he die of an overdose? I couldn't really understand that last part. So in the end, House of Leaves is like a labyrinth in paper. It's really hard to comprehend. And I recommend dedicate some time to yourself reading this book. Like I said before, use a pottery table. Thank you.